Good morning everyone and welcome to our rewards points party. I hope you're all excited and have had lots of fun already this week. So if you don't know, this week we are bringing you the rewards points party for our club members. But before we go any further, let me introduce who I've got with me today. I'm Kat Hollis. Over in the producers pad we have the wonderful Emily. And over in the demonstration station, squeezing in, I believe, an extra demo for us today, we have the wonderful Natalie Muspratt.
Hi everyone.
She's it's going to be fun.
I am. I mean, we're showing 4 things, so we need to show 4 demos.
Yes, we do. So, as I said, we have our rewards points party for you today, and this means that our club members are getting double points, reward points, on all the baskets. So if you are a club hunky-dory, this means 2 points for every £1 that you spend, and if you are a diamond member, that is 4 points.
Wowzers.
So that's just for anything that you spend, but as you've seen over on the website, and we've showed you this week already, we have bonus points on lots and lots of items across the range, new and old, so it's really exciting. And instead of our Win It Weekly this week, we have another opportunity for you to get bonus points. We have Spin It Daily, where one person will win, once we spin the wheel, some extra points to be added to their account straight away. So it is very exciting indeed. So we're going back to Christmas today.
We are. A little step back or step forward, however
so the
you feel.
First thing we are bringing you is our 'Twas the Night Before Christmas storybook. Look at this bad boy. So I'm going to show you the finished product because it's so beautiful. This has been a staple for Hunky Dory for a good few years now, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
We know how much you love it and you ask for it again and again, and we happily oblige bringing it back for you. So this features traditional artwork with gold foiling throughout and full instructions. And what it does is it makes up your gorgeous 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's so cleverly done as well, isn't it?
It is very cleverly done, and you get everything that you need to put this together. Just a little bit of adhesive you need to add, but you even get your ribbon.
Absolutely everything.
So this is what it makes up into. And I'll just give you a quick shot of what it is. So, can we just pop the prices up again? Yeah, so this is $14.99, but if you are a club member, it is $14.24, and for our diamond members, so that's your full instruction sheets there. Sorry, it is $13.49, and we have a whopping 250 bonus points on this.
So good, isn't it, that?
Isn't that incredible? So that's obviously your front cover. You get all your pages that you pop in. They're all die cut there, and you will see the grey board bits at the back. I'm just going to flip through. So then these bits pop out of here. You pop the matching bits behind following the instructions. You'll see that you've got your rings down the side. They pop out perfectly as well. And then you thread your ribbon through, and easy peasy, it makes your book up for you.
It's
what a wonderful keepsake this is to make up.
It's so easy to put together. Like we say, we've got the instructions, we've got how-to videos online.
Yes.
We've done this year at least twice, where we've shown you how to make this up. So definitely, if you buy this today and you're a little bit stuck, just Google it. Google Hunky Dory 'Twas the Night Before storybook, and you will find a video over on YouTube on how to put this together from start to finish.
And these are just all the grey board pieces that perfectly match all the pages that we've shown before, that you just glue down, add your wonderful elements onto, and it's a wrap. You're going to have so much fun making that.
And it's something that you can make with kids as well, isn't it?
Exactly. October half-term coming up.
Yeah. And you can personalise it. We can pop little names in there, or maybe photographs. I always like that very back page. It says like from Santa, and it's got some images in, but you could put like from grandma, from nana, and then you could personalise it with pictures of you and your grandchildren. It's such a special thing, and it's something that once you've made it, it's gonna be kept forever, and you're gonna bring it out every single year.
100%. So next up for you, we have our Christmas Traditions Luxury Topper Set collection.
Look at the bonus points on this.
500 bonus points.
What?
That is incredible.
Wow.
So, $19.99 regularly, $18.99 if you're in the club, and our diamond members $17.99.
Wow.
What an incredible price. And as always with this, you are getting your beautiful inspiration sheet, double-sided, so lots and lots of inspiration for you there. And then you're getting your topper collection. I think I need to come a bit back. So in here we have our 8 topper sheets printed onto 300 GSM, all beautifully foiled and die cut, all that wonderful detailed foiling all the way around. Look how cramped that one is.
When you like
Absolutely
move
shocker.
that around and you just see it on the train, these are incredible.
That's
honestly.
it. And then of course with that topper sheet you get your piece of foil cardstock and printed cardstock, both 350 GSM. Just listen to that, I love doing that.
I know.
And this one obviously features all our beautiful traditional artwork, our choir scenes, a little nativity added in there.
Got gorgeous colours throughout as well, haven't you? Like proper traditional Christmas colours.
Yeah.
Those really nice deep greens and plums and reds.
And I love this border at the bottom here with the triangle, but the image popping over the top of the image. Absolutely gorgeous corners. Even got a decoupage one for you here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful foiling and that beautiful fancy label shape up at the top there. I went really thingy there, really there. Then another beautiful deep background, so much detail going on. That beautiful gold foiling around the edges.
Just been designed so well, hasn't it,
They
by
have,
the team?
yeah.
I mean, when we come to making cards with this, the inspiration is endless, and that's just from the designs and the layouts that they've already created for you.
Definitely potential in this background of this card here as well to be doing some punches with. That is so stunning, too good to be wasted. Be an absolutely great match to go with your 'Twas the Night Before Christmas as well.
Absolutely.
And beautiful red and gold colours on there, that beautiful star foiling down the side. Oh, this one I just want to pop in a frame. Is absolutely gorgeous, that beautiful moon and the light that it's giving off there. And then our beautiful arch toppers. I love these ones. Putting arches and circles together, you can get some really, really fun effects. Great for stepper cards.
It's just so wholesome and wonderful, this, isn't it?
It is. We love those little Labradors.
Reminds me of all the Sundays running up to Christmas.
Yeah. Very, very cute. Although if you have got 2 Labrador pups, I'm going to guess you've got your hands rather full at Christmas time. Look at that almost tartan background in the back there, and then beautiful presents on the corner edges. And I absolutely love this one.
This is one of my favourites.
Yeah, this could easily fit in the contemporary section as well, couldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Those beautiful angels.
It's really lovely shapes as well.
There is. Those lovely, yeah, corner fancy vintage label beautifulness. And then a really, really classy, elegant piece of cardstock. This one, absolutely stunning. So many things, so many ways you could chop into that to get the absolute most from it. And then this one that fits your topper sheet absolutely perfectly. So ethereal, just floating in that bottom corner there. And then like this script detail down on your right hand side, absolutely stunning. And then some textured foiling on this one.
I love how every single one is so special.
They are, aren't they?
This foiling just adds to the real classic look of this artwork.
And those children looking through the window. And I love that obviously children from the back, but because they're from the back, they could be any kids. They've got hats on, so you're not put off by a hair colour or anything like that. They could suit for anyone. And then another one. That one would mix and match in with so many
I know, I was
kit
just
as well,
thinking
wouldn't
that.
it?
There's
Yeah.
even mixing and matching across the 4 kits too.
And then last but not least, for this wonderful 8 top set collection, we have this lovely, I can't think, what's it called?
12 Days of
12
Christmas.
Days of Christmas. My mind just completely went with all the details. There's so many fun things you can do. This one, I loved making the advent calendar with this, but there
You
are
can
so
find that
many.
in the last magazine, can't you, as well?
Yes,
on
yeah,
how to make that.
can. So
So
you
clever.
get so many little toppers on there. You get your 12, and then you get 12 little sentiments with the dates on and stuff as well, and 2 ribbon borders. So that's a lot of toppers on one set.
So much beautiful detailing within this
And
one.
then this one. I've seen some fabulous cards where this has been cut round and fussy cut to make like standout borders. Absolutely stunning. So that's $19.99. Normally $18.99 if you're in the club, and $17.99 for our diamond members with that amazing 500 bonus points. Let's go over to Natalie and see what wonderful thing she's going to do with this for us.
Okay, well, I have set myself a challenge today to not use card blanks. I'm just going to use the cardstock that we get in the kit to make these cards. So the first one that we're going to do is a favourite of mine, actually. We're going to trim this down to 7, so it's just along that edge there. What I might do is I want to have that little border in, I think. So if I just cut it so that border's at the top, and then spin it around and cut it so that edge is there, and then I need to cut this to 10, but I just want to be able to have this at sort of like the 2.5 marks. So I might need to just trim to that lady's arm, because I want to have as much of this detailing in on that side as possible, and then we're going to take it to 10. So once all of that is cut down, we've got lots of nice little strips there that we can use for decoration on other cards, or maybe on this one as well. We're going to bring in our score board, and I'm going to flip this over so I'm working sort of like backwards on my card here, and I'm going to score this at 1. But I'm not going to score it between the sections of 1 and the 1 inch mark down here. So I want to move that down to this section, and then we're going to go all the way down to 6. We're going to do it at 2. Oops. Make sure that that's right there. I'm going to do it at 2 between the 1 and the 6. We're going to go 5 at the top, and then we're going to do 6 again between the 1 and the 6. And then we're going to go all the way across at 7.5. So I'm getting quite a lot of that detail in still. Then I'm going to just flip that over, put another little mark in at 5, and then we're going to bring our trimmer back in, because we are going to now line this up with the 1 and cut between that first score line and our last set sort of center score. So let's just flip that over again, and we'll repeat that process. So just from the 1 inch mark all the way down to the 6, and then we're going to fold this, and it creates such a lovely shaped card as well. So folding first of all this element, let me just get my tool, fold this down straight away, and then I'm going to fold this element in as well on the outside section. And once that's in, then we're going to mount in and valley fold this middle section here. Just being really careful when you do this, because you want to make sure that you're not adding in any scores where you don't want them to be. And then once you've kind of got that space in, it will fold down nice and flat to 7 by 5. So let's just make sure those scores are nice and creased in, and then we can stretch it out, and there you have your card shape that we're going to create this card with. So we'll bring in now our decoupage layers. Now these are really quite clever, because you can fit them onto this artwork. Obviously you can't fit the whole piece on because we've got that nice border frame, so we're going to replicate that by popping it up here. So we'll take all of these layers out. I might take out this border strip as well. We'll use it all, I think. So just popping out your decoupage. You can do this with your craft knife if you want to make sure that you know, you're not getting any pips anywhere, or you're easily taking this out But I've already got foam pads on the back of here just to speed up our demo, so we can try and get 4 in. So let's take that, and then we want to take our border strip, which is really quite delicate and thin, this one actually. So just taking that off there, and we'll put that to one side so we don't bend it. And let's layer these up now. So I've gone ahead and I've got all of my foam pads ready to go. And you want to lay this up from the largest layer to the smallest layer. But if you want to make more cards out of this one topper, because of course you only get one of here, how about alternating your layers, so you're saving layers for a different card, and that will allow you to be able to make more from this beautiful really nice sort of art deco feel. This could be Downton Abbey, it could be Peaky Blinders. It has that real classic English feel about it, doesn't it? It
does.
So popping this last layer on now, and I've already got all my other smaller elements on from this topper set, and then this is going to fit in the center of that card. I'm going to pop, I think, so add this onto here. Oops, I just want to make sure it is as central as possibly can be in that space. It will hang over ever so slightly, but obviously once you've folded it, it will still fit in your card blank. So the greatest gift of Christmas is family. The most truest sentiment there ever is. Family at Christmas is the most important, definitely the most important part in my Christmas. This is why.
Yeah, that's what Christmas is all about, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. We like to make sure that we see everyone over Christmas. So I'm going to just now layer this across the bottom section, which perfectly fits across there actually. And then I've got a tiny little other piece. Let's see if we can just pop this across the top section here, because it fits like a dream.
Look at
it's
that.
Like it was meant to be.
Meant
and then
to be.
The only thing that can finish this off is some gold gemstones. So let's hope we've got some in this huge pile of gems. Oh, do you know what? Maybe some of these nice sepia ones.
Oh yes, very stylish.
Because that's quite classy,
yes.
isn't it, with that really nice design. I don't think we've got any gold ones, so we'll go with the sepia ones, and I think we'll go with this sort of like nice sort of, it's more like a champagne colour than a gold. So just 3 down the side here, and we're done.
Amazing. Getting lots and lots of love on YouTube and Facebook this morning, that card, Natalie.
One of my favourite styles.
I'm not surprised. Hello to everybody on both those platforms. I was trying to say hello earlier, but Natalie didn't stop for breath.
Sorry.
No, not a bad thing. But she was giving such a detailed demonstration, I didn't want to interrupt. So I was meant to show you these before we went over just a couple of card makes from that collection here as well. So there's one with those beautiful angels, and this gorgeous one with those Labradors and the wellies by our lovely Jane. So next up we have another one of our stunning blockbuster collections for you. Next we have, and I think this is my favourite, as well as the snowy days and the festive style and the traditional Christmas.
This one has to be your favourite for one reason.
For one reason,
right?
yeah, for one reason.
For one reason.
Get a little hint there, some people might see. This is our gorgeous Christmas cuties. Yep. Again, your stunning inspiration sheet, double-sided, lots of makes for you to take inspiration from there. And exactly the same format as our other one. You get your 8 topper sheets, and with each of them, 2 matching cardstocks, 1 foiled and 1 printed. So we'll start up with these gorgeous penguins. And I love how we've got the 2 quite distinct colourways on this one. We've got the blue and the red, and the green and the yellow. Absolutely gorgeous. Those beautiful circles. And I love that zigzag pattern in the background there. That beautiful foiled wavy border at the top. Really makes it look like those lights are actually lit up when you catch it. And then these gorgeous little dancing penguins in the bottom. So much fun. We have our gorgeous Highland cow. He's so stylised as well. He's a little bit different. Those robins sat on his horn there. That gorgeous big rectangle topper up here, and then the circle frames. So much fun there. And then this really beautiful silver foiled cardstock with that wood grain detail in there as well. So useful. And then on the printed cardstock where you have that gorgeous Highland cow image there again, peeking from behind that fence, waiting for somebody to come along with some bread treats, I think. And then a super cute one here, that mega cute Santa and Rudolph on his sleigh, those label shapes, some beautiful cute sentiments, and those ever useful ribbon borders with the banner tabs edge, absolutely stunning. The foil cardstock, the gold down the side there, and that beautiful swirly ice pattern. And then another one you could just pop in a frame and go, but also so much fun fussy cutting potential down at the bottom there around all those really cute Christmas trees. And then mega cute, but something completely different again. We have our little harvest mouse on the holly leaves. Not one for Natalie, this. She's not really a mouse person, are you?
I'm really not. Anything small, anything smaller than a guinea pig, I just can't.
But lots of people do love these kind of animals.
It's very sweet.
And I love the colours in this. That really a different kind of Christmassy green, but a beautiful green nonetheless. That beautiful gold snowflake foil in either corner there. And then this gorgeous piece of artwork, the beautiful holly borders top and bottom, and that beautiful mouse just tumbling down there. And then our little...
I love the fact that they're in a snow globe.
I know.
It's my favourite thing about this topper, is that gorgeous dome detail, and then you've got like little snapshots of being further inside.
You have, yeah, and there's so much you can do.
It's so fun,
and there is hardly any wasted space on that sheet whatsoever. Absolutely chocker. You easily get in 3 to 4 cards out of that one, no bother at all. And the gorgeous cardstock there, like more burgundy red and that beautiful purple. Oh, and just look how 3D this looks down at the bottom here.
I know.
It really looks like it's popping off. So if you do some fussy cutting around that, around the edge, you could make it even more come to life. Absolutely stunning.
Make a gorgeous fold back.
And then look at the beautiful, it's like frosty green colour on the foiling on this one. Absolutely stunning.
They're so sweet.
So cute. And it's picked up so it matches in your cardstock absolutely perfectly. Oh, I just want to jump into this one and give them a big cuddle.
I know, I was just about to say that. They look like they'd be really comfy.
They do. There was a dog walk past our house the other day and I was like, oh look, somebody's walking a polar bear. It looks like one. Oh, so I can't. Well, the cows are obviously my favourite, but there's so many gorgeous, cute. Look at those.
It's
those
so
little
sweet.
Faces and the little jumpers. Yeah. And again, you've got that beautiful gold textured foiling on that one. Can you see picking up there? Just adds that extra little bit of detail. Oh, such well-behaved boys.
I know.
Not only you could get 3 dogs sitting like that perfectly for a picture in real life.
No, there must be about 5 people stood behind the camera
with treats. And look at this, just picking up on that Christmas jumper pattern absolutely beautifully. Stunning. Oh, another one, an absolute favourite, our little Yeti friend.
This one is so fun.
I mean, it screams Christmas kids to you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but I know lots and lots
absolutely.
of adults that
I
would
would honestly-
absolutely love this as well.
And the foiling is such a good choice
Yes.
here with that rainbow detail.
It is, and if you got that
Oh,
Marie that we were showing
yes!
yesterday as well.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think
Absolutely
about that. It's a
perfect for that
match.
one. The beautiful Christmas lights there.
Love it.
And last but not least, another one that you could just stick in a frame. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love, I know I say this again and again, but I do think it's worth mentioning the light that's coming off those dark dots in the background. How they encapsulate that onto a flat piece of cardstock, I have no idea.
They're
they are
incredible.
geniuses, but absolutely stunning. The prices are as before. We have $19.99 normally. If you are a club member, you are $18.99. $17.99 for our diamond members, and of course that bonus 500 points.
Well, so worth getting it, isn't it, for that?
So
Just
over
for
to
that.
Natalie for our next demonstration.
This time we're doing Jingle All the Way, and we're going to do like a diorama card. So I'm going to use this image, and let's take that sentiment as well. So for your cardstock, you want to trim this down to 11, I think. Let me just work it out one more time, because if I'm mistaken, so I want my topper length is 6, or just around 6. 6 will be comfortable. Then I want 1.5 on one side, 1.5 on the other side, and then 1 and 1. Yeah, 11 is correct. Always just have to check, because it's always me that will definitely do something wrong. So I'm just going to trim my cardstock down. I'm going to take that down on each side so it's nice and equal off the ends, and we're not ruining any of this really nice detail. And then we're trimming this down. Let's take it down from the top, I think, to 8. So your cardstock wants to be 11 by 8 to start off with, and then we're going to trim it down to 4. Now we've got 2 panels which are exactly the same size. We're going to bring in our scoreboard, and now I'm going to score it at 1.5 and at 2.5. So that will give me my panels on either side. I'm going to flip it because I don't like to remember more than 2 measurements, and do exactly the same again. So this is going to be our front panel. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So 1.5 and 2.5, and then the same again on here. So now we want to bring in a piece of acetate, and I'm just going to cut that to 4. So now we begin with the fun bit. I'm going to take my, what's going to be the front of my card, and I'm going to pop out my topper frame. I'm going to use this front frame to cut around to make a nice aperture. So take some double-sided tape. I'm going to stick this to the front. So just around here on this one. And I love the fact that this tape is so flexible that you can do this all in one go. It's super handy. And then we'll remove this back in. Maneuver that around. This is the fun thing about the tape, is that you can do it all in one, but the best thing about this tape is if you can get it off all in one. Because sometimes it is a challenge. Just a little bit on here. See if we can lift it up a bit further down. Get under that. There we go. So now I'm going to stick this in the center of my middle section, just about there. And now there's 2 ways in which we can do this, okay, because this has got really fun detail in here. So I can cut and leave those trees in.
Yes,
Or I can take the whole center out.
Leave the trees.
I'm going to leave the trees in.
Yeah.
So
My mind went when you were going then, and I was like, yes, that will be gorgeous.
it will be really, really cool, and just add an extra special touch as well to this card, and keep that gorgeous detail in that we have in with this. So just working my way around that section now.
And it's not too fussy to cut around at the same time,
No,
is
it's
it?
really
But
easy
it's going to
because
add
it's sort
a
of like
really cool
triangles and
detail.
shapes. And because you're taking out the centre as well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're just doing tiny little cuts like this, because you won't necessarily use this panel. I mean,
No.
you could use it to put a sentiment on top of, or make a little tiny banner piece, but you won't use it that much. So then just using your border as a guide, and when I'm doing this, I kind of tuck my knife underneath my topper frame as well, because then you're going to get a nice clean edge, but sometimes it can kind of cut into the edge as well, so just be careful when you're doing that. But all the way around with this. Let's do the second piece now. Oops, I'll move it back in. And this is a great tip for anyone who doesn't have dies, how you can create apertures by using your frames as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they are an expensive crafty purchase. So once that's done, this now, let me just...
And if you're not
scoot
so
this
confident
around.
with your craft knife and taking it right up to the edge, you can use the inside as a template.
Definitely.
Mark round and then just cut a little, like a couple of mil inside, so it's not big enough that it's going to show over your border. But it'll
also, no one's going to see that inside,
no,
are they?
Not at all.
When it's all put together. I'm just going to take that a little bit off my penguin's head there. So, you can just see a little bit. There we are. So that is now our frame for our card. Let's mount in and valley fold these pieces so they are in, and then we'll take the back panel. I'm going to do it opposite, so we're going to go in first and then out. So the sad bit about this is that you are going to lose that Santa detail. However, you could use a different panel of cardstock, but I didn't want to waste some more cards, so I wanted you will see Rudolph sort of in the background, so I did want to keep it together. So let's take, where's our strip of acetate? Here we go. So our acetate is going to fit perfectly in here. It might be a little bit over, but oh no, it should be too short actually. So let's stick, I'll just do it with double-sided tape because we are encapsulating this within your card. And you can layer up all of your details beforehand. Depends on how comfortable you are with sort of placement of all of this. So let's stick our acetate on first, and I'm just going to place this onto here, making sure that that's nice and straight, and then I'm just going to pop one side on this element here. Oops, I'm just making sure that lines up really nicely with your other piece, and then now I can use this as like a guide as to where all my other elements need to be. So let's pop them out, because our frame is going to fit back inside our other elements. So if I just flip this over, then I can use both of my hands just to make sure that we're getting that in the right place, and then I'm just going to lower it down onto there, and then I can slide my topper in, pop that in place again, and just lower it down before, like so. So it's all in line, and then we can lift this up, take our tape off here, and stick this down onto our panel.
Emma Pierce on Facebook says, I have lots of small children in the family, so a kit like this is absolutely perfect.
It really is.
It really is.
And
making cards like this, they're going to absolutely love.
Our sentiment for this one is fitting, so fitting with this card. I'm just going to place it across the bottom here, I think. I don't really want to hide a lot of that detailing though. Let's just see. You will still be able to see the penguin just popping up from there. So let's leave it there. Jingle all the way. And there you go. From just one piece of cardstock in that gorgeous kit, you've got a really fun card that all the kids are going to love, and you can get it out year after year.
100%. And before we go any further, I'm calling our Natalie out because she's a
Why?
big fat liar. Because before the show started, she said that she went, get prepared for some really boring, uninspiring cards today. Have you ever heard such a lie in all your life? They've been fantastic and we're only 2 cards in.
Well, the rest might not be.
Yeah, well,
I'm
the
gonna
first
have
2
to think
have
of
made
something
up
else
for it.
now.
They did. So just a couple more cards with this kit. Another lovely little fold-out detail there. Fussy cutting around those penguins and popping it back in there. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous little rocker card. Don't know if I pop it down on the desk, it might disappear a little bit, but just a beautiful rocker there.
I love that rocker.
Lovely 8x4 card. I love 8x4s for
Me
Christmas
too.
cards.
Me too. They're a very
Beautiful cookie
classic
there.
style, aren't they?
And then same again, but in a portrait. Stunning, absolutely gorgeous. So that was our Snowy Days collection. No, it wasn't. That was our Cuties collection. Next up, we have Snowy Days for you.
This one's cute.
Gorgeous. Are we all in shot there? Yes, we are. So we start, as always, with our inspiration sheet. Put that down and let's run through our 8 toppers and matching cardstock for you. Again, the prices on the side of the screen there are the same as the other collections. $19.99 normally, $18.99 if you are in the club, $17.99 if you are a diamond member, but don't forget those bonus 500 points. Look at that beautiful donkey, isn't he gorgeous?
This collection for me is what you imagine Christmas to be, isn't it? Like when you think of Christmas, you think of snow, you think of like cozy days, looking out your window and seeing just everything being wonderful.
They do. Going on wintry walks and seeing the animals in
Yeah.
the field, taking them some carrots. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that little robin speaking to the donkey, looking over the fence there. Beautiful snowy sky background. Our Snowy Days collection is always foiled in silver. Absolutely stunning.
It just works so well with
Those
the beautiful scenes,
log
doesn't it?
cabins. It's my dream one year just to escape to like a
Me
lovely
too.
log cabin for Christmas.
We should do it this year.
Those
Just go.
oval toppers for you there and the beautiful frames. Those beautiful mauves and lilacs on the cardstock. Absolutely stunning. Christmas colours that are not necessarily traditional but are working their way in there. You're seeing more of them every single year. Gorgeous. Snowman. We can't have snowy days without a couple
We
of snowmen,
cannot have
can
snowy days
we?
without the snowman. He is the best snowman ever.
He is so cute. I think that little boy is going to get a rather cold pair of lips,
Me too.
but I think it's worth it. And that is our gorgeous textured foil again. And the texture on this, I'm not sure you can pick it up on the camera, but it's made up of like little stars. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course that's followed through onto the matching cardstock. A beautiful foil border at the top there. And another great one for full back work here. Popping that image out. Incredible. And then our church and our statement Christmas tree. Again, another one where the light is capsulated so beautifully. Those arch borders. And I love with these as well that you can mix and match the toppers with the arch frames.
Yeah. You can switch them out. You
Yeah.
could make really nice decorations with those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful foiling detail on that bottom corner there. And how atmospheric is that sky in the background? Absolutely stunning. A little bit Lyrie-esque, the figures in that one, aren't
Yeah.
they? Our lovely sheep. I love all the animals we've been managed to get into these collections this year.
Such lovely detail in this one.
Ah, those beautiful sheep that look like they belong in winter, don't they?
Yeah.
They're definitely not spring lambs. They are
No.
definitely hardy winter hillside sheep. Them ones, absolutely gorgeous. The corner detail down two sides there on your foil cardstock. Again, just another beautiful piece of artwork. Absolutely stunning. Again, another one that's going to be lots of people's favourites, I have no doubt. Our beautiful robins mean so much to so many different people, don't they?
It's true.
For many reasons. Those gorgeous sentiments there. I'm sure there's robins appear when loved ones are near, and I know that is a sentiment that lots of people really hold close to their hearts.
It's so sweet, that one. Perfect for
look
anyone
at
who has
this.
like winter anniversaries as well, or maybe
Oh, yeah.
someone's getting married during winter. You know, that nice
Yes.
time between Christmas and New Year.
That's it, absolutely, definitely. That would be gorgeous. And the printed cardstock.
It's so lovely.
And that's
There's
another
just-
one that I think you could intertwine in and out
Yeah.
throughout this collection. And then another little bit of decoupage for you here onto that beautiful label tag at the base.
You could make a box with this
Oh yeah,
to pop your Santa into.
absolutely. And you know, if he's appearing on the front, you've got some tasty goodness
It's
inside.
true.
You've got to put cookies or something in a box that's got that Santa on, haven't you? And then look at this, what a statement piece of foil cardstock here. Fully foiled all the way over, absolutely gorgeous. And here he is again, dragging that Christmas tree along. You'd
He's
think
just
Santa would
the
have somebody to
best,
do
isn't
that
he?
for him, to be fair, but he's busy with all the other stuff. And then, I know I've said it 800 times this show, but this again is one of my favourites. And not just from this collection, I think collections for years and years. And I think especially after the year we've had, first of all celebrating the Jubilee, and then with everything that happened in September, losing our wonderful Queenie, something like this Christmas would be an absolute keepsake for a long time, and celebrate
so gorgeous.
everything about the pomp and ceremony that comes with our wonderful country. Look at that, absolutely stunning.
It's amazing, isn't it, that one?
What a gorgeous piece of cardstock. Those beautiful Union Jack detail coming down the side there. And then this.
See, this is another one that you don't want to
Yeah.
cut into that, do you?
You don't. But we promise you, if you're brave enough to do it, you can make something absolutely
very
stunning
true.
with it. And
Very
this time
true.
I'm not going to forget. I will show the card makes. I get so carried away. I just want to see the next demonstration. So
love
this
that
one
one.
is by our wonderful Bex. Just layering up. So she's cut the panel from the side of the cardstock and then put it back in the middle, which you've got so much fun opportunities to do
Yeah,
with
you
things
really
like this.
do.
And then layered up that beautiful topper on top there.
Such a gorgeous composition. Oh,
And
this
then-
is fun.
This is Anne-Marie. We don't get to show many Anne-Marie.
We don't get to show many makes.
We see what she does on here, but this is an Anne-Marie one where she's actually used the tag as this wonderful tag that lifts up and shows those little toppers underneath. So this is saving all your decoupage detail for another project
Yeah,
as well,
you can
isn't
pop
it?
it on another card.
Absolutely wonderful. We have this incorporated with the snowfall acetate here, this beautiful dome front, layering up all those robin images, absolutely stunning.
Oh, a nice little
this-
stepper.
Gorgeous little stepper. Again, little bit of the cardstock there. A beautiful sheep. Absolutely gorgeous. But I won't keep you any longer. I know you're all dying to get back to Natalie for the next demonstration.
So I'm actually mixing and matching my cardstock here because this cardstock is from the Santa Claus. I'm going to use it with the Snowman Kisses because it works really nicely together and brings in all of that gorgeous detail. And we are just going to do, I can never ever think of the name of these cards. I want to say bouncy cards, but I know that that's not right. But you'll know what we're getting with when we start putting this together. So 5 by 10 is the size you want your cardstock to be. So let's just pop that on there. Then we're going to bring in our scoreboard, and let me get my score tool. We're going to score this at 2.5, at 5, and then I'm going to mark this at 7.5 on both sides, and I'm going to then mark the top as well at 2.5. So I'm just going to use my trimmer, just bring this in ever so slightly, and I'm going to cut between those two markings to make a triangular point. And this is a really fun card to use, and there's so many toppers in this collection that you can recreate this card shape with. Really fun for kids cards, anything like that you're doing. And then I want to take my point now on that side and line it up with the second, is it the second one? Yeah, the second score line on here. So just making a nice big cross now on there, and then I'm going to spin it around, do exactly the same on the other side. Let's just do it this way so it's easier to line up with that flat edge. And then we just fold this bit front ways, and then you want to fold these elements back, and sooner or later you get to have, when you push this in now, these corner pieces will just maneuver into shape. Be quite gentle when you're doing this, because this is going to be your card base and you don't want to have any sort of extra elements or markings on your card that you don't necessarily need. So when you've got your card shape now, you can, I like to sort of go in the inside and just make sure that those triangular scores are really burnished, and then it gives you this really fun shape. I also, when I'm doing this, like to just pop in another piece of like a little glue dot or foam pad just under here to make sure that it sticks. So let's decorate this up, and then we'll show you how to do that. I'm going to use my border strip for this one. Let's just cut it here at the Merry Christmas, because I think
I'm happy to say everybody's completely agreeing with me and calling you a big liar.
A big liar.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take being called a big liar just this once.
They all absolutely love the cows. Somebody's just mentioned cow on here.
The
I
cows.
said cow because I saw it. Absolutely love the cards. The
cows. So I did cut this a little bit short, but sometimes you don't want to waste your border strips because you can use them for so many different things. So if you do manage to cut it too short and you still want to use it, and you've got elements on your kit like we have here, then you can sneakily create a little space like this, and then we can just fill it with a little sentiment. And I'm going to go with this little button one here, just to cover up that spacing. So a little trick,
yeah,
for any eager beavers that cut your bits too quick.
And sometimes you've only got a little bit left, or they're not long enough for what you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a great trick for lots of things.
And then I'm going to take a rectangle foam pad and just fold this over so it's got that little bit of height in, and then just place this underneath here so that my card sits the way I want it to. So let's pop our toppers on. There you go. We'll add our toppers onto here now. So I'm going to crisscross my frames. So let's take this out of here, and I'm just going to bring this one out as well. And I was going to, I think I'm going to go underneath with this. So if I just pop, I have already added tape, but I've added it to the wrong bit because I've changed my mind. I just pop my tape on the middle sections of here, or you could use glue for this because obviously then you can maneuver it a little bit better. Take this off here, let's one more
I'm going to have to inquire with Susan Dodd over on YouTube, because all she's put is bought extra donkeys. I want to know whether she means the topper set or actual real life donkeys. Yeah.
And if she has, Kat would like to visit.
Yes.
Any four-legged animals.
Yeah, I don't mind. My mum used to keep donkeys, miniature donkeys.
Oh, this is too big. I've made a boo-boo here. We can put it on that way, but we are going to have to do a little bit of removing of foam pads. And then I'll put this on with double toppers.
Know. Nobody's going to know.
I was too eager. I should have sized up my toppers first. So double foam pads on that, just to give that look of really nice dimension in this card. And I can just add, let's just add another little bit on those sides just to lift up those edges. Let's just fold this over. And then that onto here. And I'm going to just use this little sentiment which says "Let it snow," and we can place that across the side there. So I think if I use this size foam pad, and then I just need to have a little bit extra on this side so it lines up and sits nicely underneath there. And then there you go, Let It Snow. A really fun card. I love this shape, and I think children really like cards that are this fun, because you can sort of move that around and bounce the toppers. So if you have sort of like, say that one where you've got your fun snowmen from the other collection we showed earlier, that would be a great little addition.
It would. Super cute, and we love those like kinetic cards that move. So we're on to our final portion of me showing you what we have for you before we sneak in one more extra demo today. And last up is our festive style. So again, the 8 topper set collection, 8 topper set, 2 pieces of matching cardstock, 1 foiled and 1 printed with each. Beautiful inspiration sheet there. This one's always one of my favourite collections, because I think there's so much, I love the stylized effect. There's always some really fun toppers like this one. There is. I got to demo with this one a couple of weeks ago now. Had so much fun. Love that beautiful camper van there. That beautiful, really good size round topper. Absolutely stunning. And then the gold foil cardstock. Oh,
it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. And this is another one that you don't want to cut into, but when you find the right thing to do with it, you actually enhance it rather than destroy it. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I fancy camper vanning at Christmas though. It might actually be a bit cold.
Yeah, a little bit
thinking
chilly
about it. And then we have our beautiful ballerinas here.
I love this.
Absolutely gorgeous. That beautiful fancy label shapes. The mixture of the silver and that navy are absolutely stunning. What another absolutely elegant piece of cardstock there. So much dimension, so much shine, absolutely beautiful. Another one here with those beautiful corners and that beautiful ballerina popping over the top there. Screaming out to be fussy cut, that one. Another decoupage topper for you here. Look at the detail in those beautiful poinsettias. Lovely holly and the berries and the beautiful gold foiled leaf detail in there. Absolutely stunning. Oh, I love this when we run a sentiment through the actual sheet.
It's really cool.
So clever.
And a great one to fussy cut as well.
Yeah, so much fun. And again, you get that added sentiment already on the cardstock there. What a bonus.
And that's the right size as well, so you can layer your decoupage up onto that.
Yeah.
Gorgeous detail.
Fabulous. And then these really contemporary, almost Scandi style reindeers here. Beautiful big moon in the background, the navy and the mint colours with that pop of red. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh.
Everyone is just delightful for so many reasons.
So many different things. And in this one here, you've got that little bit of navy at this side, and you've got that mint dotted pattern on that side. But you've also, there's about 4 different individual like ribbon bits you could cut into there if you wanted to, doing that border detail. So much stuff you could do with that. Oh, another people that love our fussy cutting. This is an absolute dream for you. There's so many places you could go with this one. Building up lots and lots of layers, building up the background. Gorgeous. Yeah, another favourite, 832.
This one is incredible.
It is. We absolutely
to have something
love
that's
this.
so bright and colourful, but absolutely encapsulates everything about Christmas.
It does. You don't second guess it for a second. You still know it's Christmas.
No.
You wouldn't think of that bright pink and the tangerine colour and that teal necessarily as Christmas colours, but you look at it and you see Christmas. That gorgeous big rectangular topper there, big one, the portrait one down the landscape one down the bottom here.
And there's so much detail within the foiling and the toppers.
Absolutely.
When you get this home, you'll see lots of little elements within the houses as well.
Just look at that.
It's so nice.
I'm running out of wow words.
I know.
Because it is such a wow blockbuster, this one. Absolutely incredible.
A lot of people say that every single year it gets better than the last year.
Yeah.
And I think this truly is the best one yet.
And then again, something very traditional with our kings and our wise men, but with that really contemporary festive style about it.
It's got beautiful sort of tapestry detail within
it
there.
Has. Look at that foiling there on the camels. Absolutely
it's
gorgeous. Stunning. Oh.
Another one which is great for fussy cutting.
So much you could get out of that one piece of cardstock as well.
Look at how the moon, the star as well.
Incredible, and it almost gets overlooked. Oh, and this really shows off that gorgeous tapestry detail, doesn't it?
You would be able to make that second card I made here with that cardstock.
Yeah.
And those toppers for sure.
Definitely. Oh, we love cocktail. I want this to be a real life cocktail. If this isn't on our desks on Christmas Eve, Natalie, I'm not going to be a very happy girl.
It's going to taste really good, isn't it?
Look at that Christmas pudding cocktail. Yum. That's going to get the appetites going.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find a recipe for Christmas pudding cocktails.
Yeah. Beautiful red and the holly. And the white berries in this one. Absolutely stunning. Oh, yes, please. We just need to make it in real life and I will take that. Thank you very much.
It's gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. And last but not least,
this is a stunning one as well.
Of peace, and again in that beautiful tealy coloured foiling that works so well with the accent background there.
Such a stunning top of shapes,
isn't it? Again, this is another one that would work really well on like that bouncy diamond card as well.
Yes, it would.
It'd really show it off beautifully. So much fun. And then our matching cardstock with the matching foil down the bottom there. And that beautiful dove in the background. And that final piece of cardstock there. So just as all the others, you are getting your amazing bonus 500 points if you purchase this collection today. So hang on, if they purchase all 4, is that 2,000 bonus points to get?
Do you get bonus points for every single one?
Yes. Wow.
What?
That is incredible. So $19.99, normally $18.99 if you were in the club, and $17.99 if you are a Diamond member. But I've just got one more thing to show you before we sneak in that last demo of Natalie's. Yes. We have got our matching inserts. So for each collection here, you get 16 different designs, so the mixture of imagery edge to edge. Is it 36 you get in each one?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's 2 of each is 16.
Yeah, there we go. So you get one for each kit. So this would be for our
is an
cuties.
incredible price for this.
$4.99 in the club. $4.79. Sorry, $4.99 normally. $4.79 in the club. $4.49 for our diamond members, and 150 points.
Wow.
So again, if you buy all 4,
you're racking up the points these today.
So as always with our inserts, these are on our quality insert paper. They're just muted versions of your cardstock. I'm not going to go through every single one because you have seen all these in the cardstocks. But we have our Christmas cuties, our on festive style. Emily has organised these all nicely, and then my fingers just aren't working at all. Festive style, snowy days.
And if you're someone who makes to sell, inserts are a must, especially at Christmas.
And Christmas traditions.
Magical.
Absolutely amazing. So many bonus points you could get today.
I can't believe it.
So shall we sneak in that last collection?
No,
we won't. I'm not going to mess up again. I'm going to do it. Cards with this beautiful festive style.
I love that one with using those frames differently.
Yeah, this is
so
one
clever.
of mine, and it's a technique I love doing when you've got those big chunky frames and lots to work with.
I knew it was yours.
And on an 8x8, I will, if I get the opportunity to make a card like this, I always will, because I think it fills it up beautifully. And this one incorporating the insert at the bottom here.
Oh, very clever.
So instead of wasting cardstock,
yeah,
they've used the insert for the bottom. They've used a torn edge nesting die here to create this background. Very different.
I like that.
And then there's a gorgeous, another big 8x8 here with the snowfall acetate on the front. Create that front of the card there, showing off those beautiful deers in the background. And now I'll let you go back to Natalie.
I know, and I'm not really unsure on what to do, because when I came in here I thought, oh, I'm going to make a stepper card with this, because you've got detail across the side and then you've got it all the way up the edge. But now I'm like, should I make an easel with this cardstock? Because I know I want to use these two, but then I would like to do it in like the other way round type of card, and I'm just I'm just a bit stuck. So
choices.
Let's just go with it. So I'm going to cut this to 6, and I am going to take this detail off, but we will bring it back in. Well, let me just double check actually. Can I do it at, if I do it at 5, that will give me the 2.5. If I do it at 6, how much have I got left over then? Let me just double check. 1.25. We can make it work. So let's do it at 6. And I'm just going to take my trimmer now. I hate cutting off all that gorgeous detail. We will bring it back in though, don't worry. And then I'm going to score this at 3 and at 6. Now your cardstock obviously is a little bit shorter than 6x6, so this now will give you a different sort of shape to your card. Now you can do your easels in 2 different ways. One of them is obviously the traditional one, to fold it back and then have a topper here, and I think that would work really nicely actually. This is a little bit too short, but when we add our toppers on, I think we can sort of hide it a little bit. We need to add a little element, I think. Or can I sort of piece it together? Let's see. I think I might do it that way round. Alternatively, you could do it this way round and have your toppers. Oh, this one might look quite nice though, because it's a little bit different.
That is one of my new favourite shapes.
But then it's like, do I fussy cut some of this off so it matches?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that then. So we'll trim this down to 6, because we this is so beautiful. You don't want to waste it. You really don't. And then I should really do this with a knife. Let's see. I'm not going to do all of the detail in this, because it is a very detailed piece, and because we are going to sort of hide quite a bit of the design in here, I'm just going to go around the leaves and those really prominent red berries. So just moving that around on there. And this is something I always say to people, is when you're fussy cutting, all of this detail is really beautiful, but if it's going to take you absolutely hours and you don't think it's going to give you any more of an effect than if you just did sort of like those basic shapes that you can see, then just stick to the basic shapes, make it easier for yourself.
Yeah.
There's no point in making it harder, because this is already quite a tricky thing to sort of get into, and knowing where to cut your elements.
It is, and none of us have started out with this amount of detail when we first did our first one. We've all worked our way up.
Absolutely not. But like I said, we are covering a lot of this up, so you won't be able to tell as much, you won't miss it as much as you will on that opposite end. So let's just pop this out, and you've got that gorgeous detailing. We'll use our double-sided tape. I'm not sure where I've put that other one, so let's get this. We'll tape that onto the top of our card. Oops. So adding that detail onto here now. And you can't tell the difference at all now it's stuck on there. We're going to pop this onto here. Now this topper feels a little bit small for this shape, but I think if we raise it up, if it was 5 by 5, I think it would have fit a bit better for this shape. But we'll keep going.
You've got other
It'll
ones
be
you can
fine.
layer up.
I know, I did think I could use the bigger one actually, but I do like that larger one for sort of other cards. So I'll just add my foam pads onto my topper here, and that's going to sit there. And then my other one I want to have sort of just coming off the front of that other topper. So if I layer up a thin piece on this edge here, do I want it? Yeah, it can go all the way to the bottom because it's going to sit over it. Let's take that bit there, and then I'm going to double up my foam pad at the top. That will sit on here, so it's just crossing over your main element. And then let's use May Your Christmas Be Merry and Bright. That can be our stopper, and that will fit really nicely on there. So we'll double up our foam pads on our stopper, just so we've got a lot of hold to keep your main toppers in place. Pop that just above that really fine detail there on your element, and then we've got some other little elements we can have. I'm going to pop Cheers to You on the bottom corner, and then let's pop this Enjoy Yourself up here as well, so they sort of mimic on each edge. So just trim our foam pad so they just fit on there. So Enjoy Yourself up at the top. I'll pop this one at the opposite corner, and then we are done. So there you go.
Another incredible make. Absolutely love this.
Another really fun way of making cards with just your sets.
Yeah.
No card blanks, no mirror, no added extras.
You need one of those little voiceovers, Emily, at the end. No card blanks were harmed in the making of this.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
what we
big
need. So, but it's fun, and you've got so many different shapes, so many different sizes, and so many different fun designs as well that we've created with these toppers today. So maybe you've still got some toppers left over. Maybe you've made all your cards and you want to get a bit experimental with what you can do. Then definitely definitely challenge yourself to not use your card blanks.
What a stunning collection. Thank you very much,
You're
Natalie. We have a few little more bits for you today. A
We
little bit
do.
of fun that we're going to bring to the party. We have a party game. What's party without a party game?
Exactly.
So you'll have seen this week that we are running guess how many balloons between our demonstrators. So up on the screen is going to pop a graphic featuring balloons. We've all got the same image. It's been fair.
We better have all had the same image, Emily.
And Natalie is now going to be given, although she did get a sneak peek yesterday, so I'm not sure that's...
I didn't count.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to re-watch and make sure I can't say that.
Are you
So
ready?
up on the screen is going to pop the graphic, and Natalie has 15 seconds to count the balloons and give us her best guess.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are we going?
It's not going.
Look away. Stop.
Okay. It's going.
It's unfair advantage. We all need another 10 seconds.
I'm gonna say, because you and Anne-Marie both guessed the same, and yesterday in the office there was talk that Jess, who designed this game, had to recount because she wasn't sure.
Well, I think it's both mine and Anne-Marie and Rebecca's. I think we're all one away from each other, so...
Rachel's 55.
55 for H.
Anne-Marie's 57.
Yeah.
Rachel's 56.
It's mad, isn't it? Because I haven't looked, so...
I'm gonna guess 49.
Wow.
I was going to say, I think you've lost.
Okay.
Last in line.
Oh well.
She has been our sacrificial lamb at this point of the game. So let's end with where we started, and we were telling you that we are doing this fabulous...
Oh yes.
Can you see it there? Our points party, where we are giving away our bonus points. And I have read the question we're going to ask you once I've spun this, but I forgot, so I'm just going to grab it back. So let's spin the wheel, see where we get to. Hoping for a good spin. $600.
Oh, what a
That's
nice one.
nice. So, for your chance to win 600 extra bonus points, please comment your answer to this question. If you were to star in the Christmas Carol, it can be the Muppets or regular, it doesn't matter. Would you prefer to travel back in time or go into the future? I don't care as long as I get to meet Kermit the Frog.
So would you like to travel back in time or back to the future? I mean, if you go to the future, you can't change anything, can you? Like, when you go back, you wouldn't be able to change anything. If you go back into the past, you could change something and it could have a knock-on effect to the future. So I think I go to the future.
Yeah, just get
Just for a little insight. See what's coming.
Let's see what everybody's put in. Back in time, I would go back in time. Definitely the future. Travel back in time. Margaret, go to the future. This is on Facebook. Nana Pammy, future. Neil Thompson, the future.
What's the futures?
I would say it's quite even. Debbie Bowman, back in time. Let me just cross onto YouTube, see what we're getting over there. Look forward, the past is done.
I like
Susan
that.
Dodd. Kathy Burgess says the future. Lorraine Kieran, back in time. Anne Clark, go back in time. Oh, I suppose it depends, doesn't it? Because you could visit past loved ones and stuff and get another day with them. That would be really cute. There's benefits.
There is benefits to both, isn't there?
Have you got a winner, Emily?
Yeah, it's Diane Falvey off YouTube.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Diane. That's 600 points added to your account. Do we do that automatically? Does she need... We
Oh.
do. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so she can
touch.
get in touch with your email address and we will get them added to your account for you. And that's the fun and frolics done for today.
We're done.
We're done. Just a little bit of information with you regards TV schedule. Join Anne-Marie and Rebecca on a Hobby Maker today at 1 p.m, 3 p.m, and 5 p.m. What a treat! With a brand new concept card kit, precious portrait flowers, the Moonstone dies that we brought to you yesterday, and our fantastic advent calendar and die set.
It's going to be a good day.
Great opportunity to see that again.
We'll be
And
tuned in here.
Yes. And next up on HDTV, I'm afraid you're going to have to put up with our ugly mugs again.
Yay.
We are back with you tomorrow for the Wings of Wonder concept card kit.
Ooh,
Can't wait to have a play
exciting.
with that. So thank you for joining us today. We hope you've had as much fun as we have, and we will see you tomorrow.